you watching the Super game this weekend? You know, where they run the ball and shoot those blitz? Yeah, well, I'm Kelly CK, and this week's changelog should keep you busy till or through the Super Bowl. Card shuffling, ass-kicking Statham, hardcore parkour zombies, and Ghostbusters cast reveal. We're packed in this update, but let's see what's on the big screen.
Football.
Infidelity turns dangerous, who would have thunk? In the Loft, 5 married friends decide to lease and share a secret apartment where they can conduct their illicit affairs. Well, they get what's coming to them when a dead girl is found in their Loft hideaway. Friendships quickly dissolve and paranoia sets in when they realize one of the crew might be pulling the strings. I wonder how they schedule the timeshare of the Loft. There's 5 guys, there's 7 days. Someone's getting out of this whole deal.
Come on over. We're gonna find out what happened here, and we will figure a way out.
If you haven't learned from all the movies by now, time travel is dangerous. Even worse, time travel in the hands of teens. Ugh. Project Almanac gives us a glimpse of what the youth of today would do if they had that power. After discovering that his dad built a time machine, David and his friends decide to change their futures for the better. Hitting on crushes, winning the lottery, getting even with the mean girl from school are just a few examples of the misuse of this newfound power. The good times don't last though, before the negative effects start hitting back and some of them blink out of existence. Kids these days, they don't know how easy they got it with their Twitters, their phones, their infernal time travels. I sound old. Jason Statham does what Jason Statham does best, kick some ass. The Vegas Strip is no match for the British Brit, and Wildcard, Nick Wilde, oh my god, it just clicked why the movie's called Wildcard. Nick Wilde, a lethal Las Vegas bodyguard for hire with a severe gambling problem. Wait, that's like an alcoholic working at a bar, right? Anyways, his bad habit leads him to cross paths with the mob, the people you never want to piss off. Now they're after him and they want revenge. He's willing to pay them back with his fist. Watch Statham deal some damage in theaters today. Okay, it's the beginning of the year and we are in a dry spell for AAA games, but it doesn't mean there aren't some quality releases out there. Let's check out what's in this week's game drop. After the success of Telltale's The Walking Dead series, episodic games are all the rage these days. From Dot Not Entertainment, the makers of 2013's Remember Me, comes the first episode of Life is Strange. This interactive drama is set 5 years after the absence of senior photography student Maxine Caulfield. She returns to her hometown of Arcadia Bay, Oregon. Reuniting with her friend Chloe Price, she discovers that Chloe's dad passed away the year Maxine left town. While grieving his loss, Chloe found support in Rachel Amber, who later went missing under suspicious circumstances. Max and Chloe decide to investigate her disappearance, resulting in them trying to unravel the city's hidden secrets. Things do take an unexpected supernatural turn. For the sleuths that are interested, the first episode is set to release January 30th for current, last gen, and PC. This week also brought us a classic, Grim Fandango Remastered. Almost 17 years after release, the dark comedy neo-noir adventure comes to us via Double Fine, who are composed of some of the original creators from LucasArts. The first release was met with great acclaim from both critics and gamers alike. It took a lot of inspiration from classic films like The Maltese Falcon and Casablanca. You'll play as the travel agent Manuel Manny Calavera as he attempts to save Mercedes Miche Calamar, a newly arrived but virtuous soul in the big city. Revisit the classic on PS4, Vita, or PC. The biggest release of the week comes from Techland, the creators of the original Dead Island a few years back. In Dying Light, players assume the role of Kyle Crane, a covert op sent to infiltrate the quarantine zone in the city of Harran, Turkey. While there, he clashes with a brutal local dictator, finds himself torn between protecting the city's survivors and the mission at hand. The game, which started off as a Dead Island sequel, takes shift in both tone and gameplay, with its zombie-infested world and parkour mechanic. The twist? The zombies mutate to something worse when the sun sets. Go hardcore parkour for PC and current-gen consoles. We have some fantastic news stories this week. Let's check them out in this week's News Bytes. When the news of a Fantastic Four reboot was announced, we were ready to go flame on. After the trailer premiered this past Tuesday, it's safe to say we aren't as heated as we thought we'd be. While giving us a better glimpse at the cast of heroes, the teaser also shows us the vision of the world that director Josh Trank has in store for us. With a more somber tone and look, the film seems to be more grounded than the ones released a decade ago. While we don't know much about the movie's plot, we do know that it'll involve one Victor Von Doom, played by Toby Cabell. Also starring in the movie is Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic, Kate Mara as Invisible Woman, Jamie Bell as The Thing, and Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch. It's set to hit theaters later this summer on August 7th, 2015. Who are you gonna call? That's right, it's back to bustin' in 2016 as the Ghostbusters return, but this time something's a little different. The Ghostbusters are returning, but this time with the long-rumored rebooted all-female cast. Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon. The faces may look familiar, such as McCarthy and Wiig, who have been in a lot of higher-profile movies over the last few years. McKinnon, while not in many films, is one of the more recent additions to the SNL cast. And Jones has had a more recent appearance in last month's Top 5, which starred Chris Rock and Rosario Dawson. In the past, there was always talks of doing a third film with the original cast to continue the franchise. But after the passing of beloved Harold Ramis, aka Egon Spengler, last year, the project seems to have lost its legs. Glad to know the franchise won't remain dead for long. The film is set to release July 22nd, 2016. John Bennett and the delightful teddy bear Ted are back in Ted 2. It was going to premiere for the Super Bowl, but the cat's out of the bag. It's here now. Ted marries Tammy Lynn, his girlfriend in the previous movie, and now they want a kid. Bennett, Mark Wahlberg, steps in by donating his own sperm for the new couple. But the courts have intervened, and now Ted has to prove he's real and has a soul. Slated for June 26th this year, oh man, this summer looks awesome! You've officially been updated for this week. What do you think of the Ghostbusters, or even the Fantastic Four lineup? Let us know in the comments down below or tweet us at Ultness, #changelog. Don't forget to hit that lovely like and subscribe button. Meet us back here next week for another update. Till then, does anyone know who's doing the halftime show for the Super Bowl?
Katy Perry.
What? No!